Hi guys, welcome to this full review of this Vigorun smartwatch. Yeah, this is the thing, this is the box, this is the instruction manual, this is something about support, that's the charger here. Yeah, we get a normal magnetic, more or less standard magnetic charger. Yeah, that's what we get in 2020. Hopefully it will change to wireless charge anytime soon. And this is the watch. Going to show you that's really a beautiful one. It costs at the moment around $50, and I think that's pretty reasonable for this watch because it's a really nice, beautiful one. Yeah, it has a little bit problems focusing. Of course, I've been wearing that for 2 days. This is how it looks here, this nice carbon design. It has 2 sensors or even 3 openings for the sensor, and has this replaceable or exchangeable watch bands, but it's a really comfortable one. And yeah, there's no reason why to choose something else. Really nice, really comfortable, really beautiful. I like this watch. So but yeah, there's good and bad, and I will tell you everything about this thing. I mean, this is pretty close to one of my nicest watches, but there is not everything perfect, so I'm going into details now. So here we have the instruction manual, and as always I'm going to show you the full manual pretty quick. So if you want to read that, go to the highest resolution, put it on pause on every page. You can see it's already falling apart. Yeah, definitely not good quality of the manual. The watch is definitely better. The manual, that's definitely not a good job. Hope you can see everything, and it's focusing nicely. And yeah, if you don't need that, just skip 2 or 3 minutes. Shouldn't take too long. Hope you can see most of it, but there's not a lot. I mean, it's pretty easy, straightforward, not too deep menus or something like that. It has been connecting really nicely and fast, and here's just some certifications and so on. And so we are already done. And by the way, we have different languages. We have probably Chinese, German, French, Spanish, Italian. So that's it. Now let's get to the watch. So hope you can see that. Here we have already one of the 4 watch faces. Only 4, yeah, unfortunately. There are nice ones. That's the first one. They don't have a lot of information, but they have the most important information. So usually date, time, charge usually, and sometimes some fitness information. I've seen definitely watches with more information and more watch faces. This is a really nice one. By the way, the color of this watch, which I have been chosen, is the sunset orange, and this is a really nice color of the watch face. By the way, you can see already, I mean, as long as it's on, you can keep it on with touching it. When it's off, you can't wake up with touch. That's one of the disadvantages as well. By the way, we will find the whole list of advantages and or cons and pros down in the description. Also the link to the Amazon listing and my final review and much more. So yeah, also the time for the timeout. I think, as far as I remember, I haven't seen any setup. It's just I think it's 5 seconds or so. It will be a little bit annoying or difficult during the review. When you're using it, it's not so difficult. The good thing is you have this wrist gesture, and usually when you move it like this, especially as long as you have it on your wrist, it's turning on. So you can see that, and that works pretty good. That it is way above average, and it's not difficult to turn it on. With other watches it's way more difficult. When we go up, we can see a little bit the notifications. The good thing is we can clear either all in one, or we can clear just single ones like this one. Then we click here and then we get back. So that's a nice thing here. definitely better than with other ones, and really a lot of text detailed. Here we go back, by the way, to the menu, like step by step, and here we can scroll through the menus like left, right, but not top down. You can see that later, the menus here. Anyway, let's go back to the main menu. Here we had the notification. Down there's some kind of status screen, which we normally have on top, not down, but yeah. Anyway, so we have 3 levels of screen brightness. Already the first one is really nice. The second one is already good for outdoor. The third one is really super bright. So usually indoor there's 1 or 2, and the visibility is really good. You can see that. I mean, if you have it on the really bright here inside, and it's already really good. What's also good, we can wake it up again on the same screen. There are other watches when you are somewhere like here in 2 levels down in the menu, and the screen turns off and you hit a button, then you're automatically back on the main screen. Here you come just back to the same menu, and then you can go back step by step. Here we have not disturb. We have that also on the app, and here's some weather information. Here we have the charge information, we have connectivity information, and here just a little bit. There's nothing really needed. Homepage, that's just the watch faces, so there's really not much. Settings is very basic at the watch. Don't expect too much. So this is the fewest settings which I have seen on a watch, but still I like it. I mean, it's a beautiful one and has still quite some functions, and some really nice functions which you don't have with other watches. So when we go to the side, see all the sports activities which you can start, I think 12 or so. You click on that and then it starts right away, measuring your heart rate or heartbeat and so on, depending on the sports. But there is not much variety. But the good thing, there's really one really good thing, and this is very rare with smartwatches, especially when it comes to these proprietary smartwatches, Chinese smartwatches, and not the Android Wear 2.0. We have the time here, we have the current time here. You can see that it's 9:14, and this is super rare. It's hard to find a smartwatch which shows you during the exercise also the current time. To stop, yeah, we have to press and hold here to stop it. So yeah, again we have the thing, and also what we have at the bottom, we have the exercise records, and so you can go back and check here, so you don't have to go to the app, and you have the thing here. What's not here, there's no like swipe back or so. If you want to go back, there's always just this button here to go back. And then on the right side we have the weather, just I think current weather, and the maximum and the low temperature. There's not much, really super basic. Then we have the heart rate, which was I think accurate enough, nothing special. It has been measuring when I started workout, it was lower, during and at the end it was going up, so I think it's pretty accurate. What we don't have is a blood pressure. If you need blood pressure, that's not the watch for you. So 109 seems to be a little bit a lot, but I just have it on my finger here that I'm recording. So yeah, I don't know, let's go back here anyway. So we had the blood heart rate, no blood pressure, definitely no blood pressure. And then we have this more function. That's really super annoying. Why for just 2 function we have more functions? But it's nice. We have this stopwatch here. We can also measure some like things, intervals. You can see that here. We can click on that, check all the intervals. That's nice. Here can stop it. And on the right side we have the timer. It's a little bit hard to find, but we have a timer, really nice, up to 60 minutes. That's the most what we have. What we don't have, we don't have any kind of multitasking, so there's no way to go back to the main screen during like the exercises, but at least we have the normal time. But during the timer, when you have a timer for 60 minutes, it would be nice to be able to go back. But you can see you can stop it, you can start it, but there's no way to go back. If you want to go back, you can go back, I mean, of course, but it goes back to 0. Yeah, it's really annoying. So, but at least we have a timer. Not many smartwatches have a timer built in, and this can be a lifesaver sometimes when you have a timer for something really important, tasks which you shouldn't forget. So I like this, even though it's not perfect, but at least we can work with that. So there's not much. I think we are already done here on the watch. You can see there's not more here. That's really crazy, but at least we have not, yeah, on the left side we have the status of the activity for the day, and yeah, but now that's definitely it. There is not more, not down, not up, no, nothing. So that's it. But I would say that's what we need. Usually there's not much more what we need. Actually, I would be happy if everything worked properly. There's just one big problem with all these things here. I'm going to show you that at the end of the video. So that's back to the watch again, showing you here this thing. Maybe you can see that here there's nothing about the waterproof thing, but it's 5 atmospheres, which is really good. I haven't tested this. I'm not going to test that with every watch. It makes me a little bit tired, too much waste of time. So in 2020, when watches are claiming 5 atmospheres, yeah, they usually have 5 atmospheres. So you can use that for like in the shower or swimming if you like, but it usually doesn't make sense to use that. But if somebody pushes you in a pool, you should be safe with this watch. What's good here, these buttons here, they do not only look really nice, they are super stable. Sometimes with these watches they move there, or easily you can move them easily to the side. This one a little bit. This is not super stable, but still more stable than with other watches, so that's a good thing. The only thing with the buttons is here, this one produces a little bit of a sound when you push that. I hope you can see that. Come a little bit closer and maybe you can hear that. That was the top one. Now I'm pushing this one here. Yeah, it's also a little bit, but I had the impression that this one was way louder. Maybe it will, after some time, it will reduce the noise a little bit. If you want to push that during the night, yeah, there's a chance that you wake somebody up. With this one, not. So at least you have a possibility. By the way, regarding the wrist gesture, there's no way to turn this thing off. That's a little bit annoying. Not on the watch and not on the app. You cannot turn this off. So when you move your watch around during the night, it will illuminate, will be active, and somebody could touch it, do something, but usually nothing happens. I mean, at least in my case, nothing happened. So let's go a little bit to the app. Yeah, that's the VeryFit Pro. Unfortunately, there is nothing, no QR code on the watch. Some watches have a QR code. Here we have it in the back of the manual if you need that, but yeah, it's in the Google Play Store, the official Play Store, and if it's not there, yeah, use the email or website which they have. Maybe they can help you. It's maybe important to have this thing as well. So connection was really easy. It was always connected. By the way, yeah, there's one thing here. The battery level, you can see battery level 72% after exactly 48 hours. That means, yeah, about 25% per 2 days, 12% per day, so means about 8 days. I would say, yeah, 7 days, 8 days you can expect with this watch. So and this is a watch which illuminates a lot. Yeah, this is pretty rare to see something like that. a watch which illuminates almost all the time. You just move it around a little bit, at least as long as you have it on your wrist, and still have 1 week or even a little bit longer. I mean, that's my first charge. Maybe second charge would be a little bit longer. I don't see this 14 or 15 days which they say on the Amazon listing, but at least it's a lot. So the homepage, you can go into details, see details about activity, sleep, heart rate. Yeah, it's about same what you have with every other app. It's a little bit difficult to move to other days. I'm not a big fan of the thing, but if you want to go to another day, you have to move this here around. Can't even remember if we have like weeks or so. So I mean, there are definitely better apps around, but I mean, you have the basics, and the good thing here is the homepage where you have everything. You see what you have done, how you have been sleeping, all in one page, like the current day. This is something which not many apps have. This is not bad. I mean, the sleep is, this is what you have. I mean, as long as you are laying in your bed, not moving, the app will tell you you had deep sleep, no matter if you were really sleeping or not. You have then even more details. Probably that's then the weekly, and then you have also a monthly and year. You can see that. Maybe we can go to activities. I don't have much. You can see that it's just from 3 days. There's not much, but if you have longer periods, then could be interesting here. Then the device, call alert. You can only reject calls. You cannot accept calls. I mean, there's no speaker, no microphone, but I mean, you cannot like accept a call on your smartphone. You can only reject it from your watch, but at least you can do that. Sedentary alert, normal alerts have been working pretty nicely. I turn this off, don't need this anymore. You can can do a lot with this alarm, and it has been working really good. What's important, whenever you change something, do something here, always click here. After you have made some changes, click here on the right top, otherwise it won't have any effect on your watch. That's really important. Or it will, sometimes it will warn you when you leave without saving. Then you have this apps notification, the notification in general. Then we have like email, SMS, WhatsApp, Messenger. What have been working? WhatsApp has been working, Messenger has been working, SMS I think, email hasn't been working, but it was just a test. What's here? That's the big problem of this app and this watch. These are all the possibilities which you have regarding notification. If you want to have more notification, like from weather apps or like stock exchange or whatever you have, different messaging apps, it's not possible to activate here. That's a big disadvantage of this watch, one of the biggest disadvantages. And but you have to know what it is, what you have. So this is a big limitation here. Then heart rate detection, you can turn it on, automatic heart rate detection. We have seen that here. Wrist sense, turn, I think it's just on and off. So usually with these apps you have like a time which you can set and say, okay, just use this from 8 o'clock in the morning till midnight, and during the night don't use wrist sense. Here that's not possible. Then we have firmware upgrade. It came already on the latest firmware. Then we have more. Why do we have more? I don't know why. That's also a weird thing. But we have the activity display on the watch. We can select what we want to see on the watch. I mean, GPS, it says GPS is on, but I had the impression it uses the GPS from the smartphone, but I cannot tell you. I've never seen any indication or writing or something like that this watch has its own GPS. I don't think it has one. Then the device language, weather forecast, there's nothing special. Heart rate zones, which you can I think you can set the maximum at least. Okay, I haven't used that. Not disturb mode. At least you can use the not disturb mode during the night, at least that. But when you have like your phone offline, yeah, then it doesn't, yeah, it's not changing anything. And also the not disturb you could do on your watch. Yeah, we had this here, that's the not disturb as well, same thing as here. And reboot device, and that's already it. So from my side, I think I've been covering most of it. There's definitely no dedicated night mode, there is no like flashlight. Some watches have like a flashlight where they illuminate the screen at the highest settings. It doesn't have a calculator. But there's one thing, yeah, almost forgot that. Yeah, it's good that I remembered that. So when you have the watch here, you can start the activity tracking really fast by pressing 1 or 2 seconds, and then it starts instantly. So you don't have to go into menu. If you're in a rush and you're in a gym, or I don't know, wherever you are, and you want to start the fitness tracking super fast, you can do that with long pressing here. I haven't seen that with any other watch, such a nice shortcut. That's could be helpful. Yeah, why not? It makes it definitely easy if you don't have if you don't want special features from like a special sport which it should detect something. So, and I mean, there are a lot of things anyway. I don't know if I have been showing you that. It has quite some things here. It has, I think these are the rounds, we have the heartbeat, we have the steps, and we have also, what do we have? Yeah, here we have the speed, and we have the calories, and we have the kilometers. I mean, could be miles, depending on your settings, I guess. So we can stop that. Yeah, we have to go to the menu to stop that, but it's not bad. So yeah, leave it here for my bottom line, my resume of this watch. For me, it's a very, very beautiful watch, one of the most beautiful men's fitness or smart watches, and it's a solid one. I don't see any scratches after 2 days. I've been banging this watch a couple of times against other things, and it's really comfortable, has a lot of really nice extras, but it comes with a couple of missing key functions like blood pressure and limited notifications. Yeah, I would definitely not give more than 4 stars out of 5, but 3 stars wouldn't be enough for such a nice watch, so I stay with the 4 stars. And yeah, that's it for now. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.